Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play American Truck Simulator. Well, a couple of annoying things. Well, last time, obviously, the entire bloody episode was spent parking that stupid articulated trailer. And secondly, I just cannot get the Mexican and Canadian maps to work. Whatever I try, the game crashes. Whatever instructions I follow, the game crashes. I mean, the entire Mexican map mod is such a giant mess. Instead of having one map, one file as a mod with all the resources and everything, it's like 4 or 5 different mods, and everyone on the forums tells you a different thing of what priority to load them in. Some people are talking about files that aren't even there. I have no idea. And anything I try does crash the map, the game. So, I don't know. For now, we'll just have to play without that. Let's say, there is Vernal there in Utah we haven't been to yet. And there's quite a few places in Oregon and Washington we haven't been yet. So let's go towards that. Oh, there's Ontario as well. Let's go that way. You know, that's what I always found a bit confusing. When American towns have names of Canadian provinces and such. It's like Ontario. Well, there's Vancouver. We've got Vancouver over here. I don't know. Anyway, so let's get something nice. This is again. Wait, what? No. We're here in Raton. Okay, so we've got that milling machine that we really wanted. That would be nice. It's 43 tons. It's again, it's a lovely articulated trailer, which we of course love to bits. And again, scaffolding for an insane amount of money. And an insane amount of dollars per mile. It's just what the heck is going on here? I wish I was... if I was paid $118 a mile as an owner-operator, I would be doing that job. Because look at that. That's, well, for every job if I was paid like that. That would be insane. Anyway, let's get the milling machine. We could also get these... these have a short distance. Okay. Alright, let's get out of this forsaken place of doom. God, I hated it. That bloody trailer. And in fact, it is a milling machine, the same one we are about to pick up now. Whoa! I didn't even realize there was stuff here. See, I haven't played the game in quite a few... oh. like a couple weeks now, I think. Because I like to go crazy and I make a bunch of... oh, that's nice, those sounds. I make a bunch of videos in advance because I like playing it.
Turn left and then turn right.
Okay. Nice fire truck
turn
there.
Right. Get ready to turn left.
Where are we going? There, to Bitumen.
Turn left.
Come on, Escalade. Get out of the way.
Finally, we are here.
Alright, let's get that thing. The bloody articulated trailer. I would like to play through the Mexico and Canada map. I think that would be really interesting. But like I said, it is such a mess. Such a mess of mods. The Canada Dream, I think it's called, which is the Canadian part, is just one file. See, why couldn't Mexico maps do that? But the problem is, it seems like you also need the coast to coast to run the Mexico. It's just... ugh. I should probably just try... wait a second. Let's try this. Let's try running just the Canada Dream. Yeah, hold on. Actually, you know what? I've decided against that because if it crashes the game, yeah, I'll have to put these videos together again because it'll stop and blah blah blah. Never mind.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Alright. So we've got quite a few tons behind us now. 43. Yeah, starting in too high, not quite best idea. Now I really have to think about where I'm going. 10,000 almost from Rafale. start in low high. Okay, that truck should wait. Please wait there.
Turn left.
Oh, thank you so much.
Turn left.
Finally, someone that knows how to do this stuff. Thank you. Gotta get there before a red. See, I wish all the well, I suppose that's kind of oh, motorcyclist. That's kind of cool then. You know, the truck driver knows what's entailed, and other drivers don't. So, I mean, some other drivers don't. So they'll do something stupid while the truck driver will actually, you know, see, oh, wait a second, that guy has a huge trailer. I better wait over there to give him space. In a way, despite the fact that I'm complaining so much about that, that's kind of realistic, I suppose. What happened to the 45 speed limit? I'm staying right. There. Alright, power! Like having a big trailer. Just not an articulated one. I mean, articulated is fine on normal roads, but parking it in stupid spots is just... not very nice at all. Let's put the cruise control on. Go to 70. There we go. It's a lovely day. It's getting late. Oh, it's that thing, right? Sorry about that. If you have the cruise control on, unfortunately, unlike in real life, where cruise control is going to get cancelled if you press the clutch or if you press the brakes, or obviously if you turn it off via a button, here that doesn't happen. Here in the game, it only cancels if you press your brake or if you cancel it via the button. If you shift, or well, if you press the clutch, it doesn't actually care. So what happens is, if you decide to shift clutchless, it's not gonna work, because you can look. I'm now in 6th on the shifter, which is 8 high in, you know, in this setting, and I can put it into neutral. See, now I've got it in neutral. I can put it into 1st. I can put it into reverse. I'll put it back into 6th. But see, that the game doesn't actually register your gear shifts while you have the cruise control on. It's kind of weird. In real life, of course, you would be able to just pull the gear shifter out of gear, even even if you were on a load. Well, I'm not really sure how it would work in a truck like this with loads of power and torque. It might be very difficult, or perhaps even impossible, but you'd definitely be grinding gears, probably. Definitely, probably. Indian Trails. I like this pack, like I said before. I like this pack with all the new cars and buses and motorcycles. I just wish I could get the other maps to work. We're still a little bit close to that bus. There we go. No, we were fine. How much time do we have to get there? 32 hours remains. We've got 13 hours, so we can do a rest stop here somewhere. Actually, there it is. I might go for the next one. Let's see. Because it's not quite dark yet. So, if we ignore that one... Yeah, we've got quite a ways to go to get to... Well, actually, no. Let's get to Farmington and then rest there. Although, we don't know how these work. If they're quite, if they're tight So yeah, it might be better to actually just rest over there. Let's just rest over here. Gotta slow down.
Okay, let's find a new route. Go straight.
What, I can just sleep here in the middle? Yeah, that's not the best parking job because our trailer is still... Well, no, it's actually not blocking traffic. Fancy that. Alright, let's take a bit of a rest here. And yeah, we start early in the morning, but that's fine. Why do I have high beams on? Oh. What? There. That was weird. Alright. Let's get going. Nice. Let's reset the camera. Make sure not to... Well, there's no curb to hit, but... not to go too crazy on the gravel there with our trailer. I don't think that would be a good idea. It's still showing us 30 speed limit. There we go, 75. That's much better. And I don't mind this. It's still nighttime, but very close to dawn. Power! Power! More power! Sorry, I'm looking down at the pedals because it feels like they're moving slightly. That's the problem. I've got wooden floors, and of course the pedals are designed to be really put on... It's kind of weird why they did that, but they're designed to be put on a mat because they have these little teeth on the bottom that you can open up, and they're supposed to grab onto the mat and not move. And with mat, I mean a rug, of course, not a rubber mat. And it's weird to me because you'd expect them to design the pedals in a way that you can put it on a smooth surface like a parquet or something as well, which means that they would have to add those little rubber things on the bottom, which would be very difficult to move if you didn't actually pick the entire pedals up. And, you know, if you put the little rubber things down there, it would also work on rugs and stuff. But for some reason, they didn't go for that. They went for the little... Oh, I gotta slow down here a little bit. There's actually a policeman there. Yeah, with the little teeth that come out, little spiky things. Those are only usable on a rug, not on wood, because obviously I'm gonna be able to grab onto anything. So what I do is I put a little bit of a, well, not a little bit of a, I put a small, like one of those welcome mats. It's a tiny little rug. I never use it for shoes or anything like that anyway. So I just have it here. Oh, we can speed up again. And I use it to hold the pedals in place. But again, because it's such a small thing, the little welcome mat is pretty much the size of the pedals, and it's not very much rubberized underneath, so it's a bit of a problem. If you push too hard on the pedals, you will move the entire thing. Oh, great. So yeah, just a little bit confusing why they went for those little spiky bits instead of rubberized pads. Oh wow, look at the rear view mirror up on the, well, either one. Those clouds are very pretty. That's really nice. You know, oh, there's a helicopter there. I'm not going to pretend like I know what real truckers go through. We had a couple comments in the videos from actual truckers, it seems, and you know, they said that it's quite stressful and such. And of course, while you're playing a game, oh jeez, come on. Oh come on. This is so illegal what I'm doing. Tailgating and so dangerous. Let's shut off the lights. Yeah, well, I'm not going to pretend that I know what they go through. I kind of would like to try driving something like this sometime in my life. And of course, you know, a game will usually make everything much more romantic or romanticize things than they actually are. You don't have to deal with inspections here, well, apart from the weighing and such, but you don't have to deal with crazy inspections and loads of fines, apart from the speeding tickets. You don't have to deal with really heavy traffic, you don't have to deal with road ragers, and so on and so forth. So, you know, I can fully appreciate...
Stay right, and then exit right.
Oh, jeez. Whoa, 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 okay, there's the,
Exit right.
There's the lower stability we had. I definitely felt it there.
Stay right, and then turn right.
Gotta slow down.
Turn right.
Whew. That was pretty much full-on braking. As much braking as I had, apart from, you know, actually using mechanical brakes right there at the end, but that was as much exhaust braking and retarder as I could do, and downshifting. That was cool. This is definitely, and we were going uphill there at the end, so yeah, this is definitely a heavy thing. I love this road, by the way. This is so lovely and scenic. That was one of my favorite things, one of my favorite parts of the US, driving down to, towards, well, Reno was already fun. I keep wanting to say New Reno because I'm used to Fallout. But, yeah, especially going from Reno to Las Vegas. I just love the scenery there, and I know a lot of you might say, what are you talking about? There's no scenery there. It's just rocks and sand and desolates. And yes, exactly that. For some reason, I really enjoy that. I know I've said that many times, but... You know, in a game like this where I can just babble a lot about random stuff, where I don't actually have to comment... I mean, I don't have that much to comment on the actual gameplay, because we're just driving along the highway. I do tend to repeat myself, which is quite common with me, I think. Especially because my memory isn't very good, unfortunately. Which is kind of scary, because I have a feeling that when I'm gonna get a little bit older, I'm gonna have dementia like a mofo, which is definitely not a fun thing. My grandmother had dementia, and it's just not, it's just not the way to go. Just not. I mean, just losing yourself completely, just, I would much rather just have a heart attack and be done with it, honestly. If I start, you know, that's what I was, actually I shouldn't be talking about that on YouTube, because it's just gonna go, oh, you're talking about bad stuff, because everything is bad stuff on YouTube these days. So never mind. Roses and cakes. Oh, chocolate cakes. Let's talk about that. Actually, we shouldn't talk about that either, because kids like roses and chocolate cakes, and YouTube might consider that a violation of COPA rules and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. YouTube has just become bit of a cesspool, and I don't mean a cesspool in terms of commons and such. It was always a cesspool as far as that goes, but you know, it was always fine. You just had to be careful where you stepped, so you didn't step on poop. But over the years, I don't know if you've noticed it. You'd probably have to be a creator to really notice all that stuff, but it's just become really a cesspool of rules. So a little bit like real life truckers have to experience, where they have, you know, highway patrols. I'm not sure who actually does the inspections, but you've got those patrols that stop them and then go all over their trucks and make sure that everything's in order, that things are up to regulation and blah blah. And apparently it doesn't matter how immaculate your truck is, even if you have a new truck, they'll usually find something to fine you for. At least that's what I heard and read, so don't take just my word on it. Anyway, YouTube has become a bit like that. It's no longer a nice content creation platform where you can have fun and you can have free speech. Free speech, what is that? It doesn't exist. Oh no, we're actually losing speed here. You cannot swear, you get demonetized. You cannot have anything that might be appealing to kids, even though I guess it's not really that bad as far as COPA goes, because, you know, you could say, oh, this game is appealing to kids, but they're not gonna come after you for that. What else? Loads of copyright issues. Copyright is just a big pile of poop on YouTube. If you're a creator, yeah, you're in front of a firing squad as far as copyright is concerned, because it doesn't matter who's claiming copyright. If you're the one claiming copyright, you're always in the right. And it is always without a what was I trying to say? It is always the creator, the one uploading videos, who has to defend themselves. So even if you were to create a bogus company, just to defraud creators or even just to spite them, you can do that just fine. And you can just copyright claim loads of videos, make people lose loads of views, and they'll have to do all the work. They'll have to fight it. And usually, you'll get away scot-free. I've seen it many times. I've had plenty of my videos... Oh, we're actually blocking traffic. I've had plenty of my videos copyright claimed by just random, you know, people and random companies that had nothing to do with the video. And I had to fight it. Anyway, sorry about the rant. We're going to continue next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.